A lot of you guys asked to see an updated dollhouse tour for Easter, but because I don't have a lot of Easter decorations, I told you I'd be doing a new one for spring. And that is what I'm doing today. I've completely taken everything out of my dollhouse, rearranged the majority of the rooms, and my dollhouse is ready for a brand new house tour. With over 20 rooms and 12 dolls sharing the entire thing, this dollhouse has a lot in it, so let's get started. As always, guys, here's a quick little look at the doll cave, which is what I call the room where I keep all of my dolls. On the walls, we have an American Girl bag, calendar, a Frozen poster. I have a little magnet board in the corner over there, and then I have my big bed. So here is the big bed. As always, I have tons of stuffed animals on it, but more than usual now. I have my special My Little Pony pillowcase. I have my notebook, my planner, and a doll magazine, and I have the nightstand over there where I keep some extra doll hair supplies and things like that. So now that we're done with the bed part, let's get started with the first room, which is the hospital room. The first room is the hospital room, and this was entirely made by my grandmother. I just kind of store the Journey Girl's wheelchair in here when I'm not using this room because I don't really have anywhere to put it. But we have the hospital bed, we have a little clear cabinet with some extra little hospital stuff in there, a sink. Back here we have some little ear cleaners and some popsicle sticks. Up here we have a fake doctor's certificate, some little pill bottles, and up here some colored pill bottles along with some cotton swabs. Then there are some hooks on the wall that have crutches, and over here a little file holder. The first room in my dollhouse is Isabel's room, and over here she has her ballet bar, some posters on the wall. She has her ballet bag over here. Isabel has a pull-out bed, and I actually have a review of this on my channel. There will be a link to it in the description. So the bed is from My Life As, and she has some books and a purse on it. She has a little tin and a lamp over here, a wardrobe. She has her wardrobe over here, and on top some tiaras, some toys, a Isabel McDonald's toy, and a phone. And then on the wall she has a bunch of dance posters and things like that. That is Isabel's room, and the next room is Lindsay and Ivy's room. This is Lindsay and Ivy's room. It's a loft bed with a little fold-out bed underneath it, and the top bed is Lindsay's. And what this is, it's actually a shoe holder, but I took one of the parts out and just stacked them on top of each other and made a little bed up here for Lindsay. She has some stuffed animals, and then I made the ladder as well. Down here is Ivy's bed, and this is the travel bed from American Girl. There's some slippers. There's a nightstand. They have a little shelf back here with a bunch of toys like ponies and Playmobil. There are some roller skates, gymnastics bag. There's laundry all the way in the back. They have a hook up here with a fedora and a unicorn horn. And then they have a little trunk right here with a frame and some sunglasses and a bunch of other little toys. There are Lindsay's slippers. And then over here is a shelf where they just have some bracelets and other things. And then this room is Connor's. He has a bed from IKEA, and all along the edge there are a bunch of Hot Wheel toys and a bunch of little green army men. He has a jacket and a hat on the side. And here's his bedding, which was homemade. He has a little dresser over here that serves as his nightstand as well. He has a bunch of toys and a lamp on top. Back there in the corner he keeps a skateboard, a Minecraft pickaxe, and a bunch of sports balls things. He has a bunch of posters on the wall, and then he has a little stool down here, and that has just some little figurines and action figures. Over here is the classroom. The classroom and the patio are about the size of 1.5 doll rooms. And over here we just have a little chalkboard that my dolls wrote on, a hook that has some of the science lab things, a plant. Here is a little dresser that I turned backwards, and I keep the science lab stuff over here. They have a backpack, a mini locker from Justice, and then they have a bunch of stuff up there as well. They have a rocking chair in the middle with a backpack, another locker, and a lunchbox and some other things on top. And then they have a dresser back here, and on top they have a lamp and another lunchbox, a map, things like that. And then here's the desk, and I found this at Goodwill, but I believe it is Samantha's desk. There are just a ton of different office supplies on top. There's Molly's school bag and a little trash can right here. And that's the classroom. So down below is the music and art room, and this is mostly shared by Sage and Abigail because they're the musicians and the artists in the family. Over here we have some of Abigail's instruments. There's a guitar, a French horn, a trumpet. In the corner we have Sage's easel, and this is from American Girl. And then we have another little easel. Sage has her art table back here. This art table just has a bunch of art supplies, I guess. And then this is Abigail's piano that I made. And she has a little stool. And down here just a bunch of random little music things as well. And right below the music and art room we have the dining room. Obviously this wall isn't contact papered yet because it's all separate. So we have a Girl Scout flag over here, and then we have a dining table, and this is from our generation. There's a little purse on this chair. And then this is the delicious breakfast set from American Girl. Back here, so we have this little, I guess like breakfast nook, and it's resting on some empty shelves. And I just keep some bowls in there and some plates, and those are from different places. I have a little bowl full of seashells, some dog treats, books, cups. I have a piggy bank and a bowl of roses, and that little glass bowl over there actually has peppermints in it, but you can't really see. And then behind this chair I have this little photo frame, and then back here behind this chair I just have a little plant along with a hook that holds some larger tote bags. And the next room is the bathroom. The bathroom is mostly homemade by my grandmother. The only parts that aren't is the bathtub in the back, and that's from our generation. And then I have this little salon styling caddy, which is also from our generation. Right here, separating the laundry room and the bathroom, I just have a little laundry basket. They have a toilet right here, and a little hook that holds all of their robes, and of course the bathtub. And then they have their shower, which was inspired by my Froggy Stuff tutorial, and my grandmother made that as well. And then this sink over here. The sink over here my grandmother also did make. It has a mirror and obviously a sink and a bunch of cute little accessories. Most of them are for our generation. There's a little rug down here from our generation as well. And then inside the cabinets I just keep some hair curlers and some other hair things I don't use as much. So right above the bathroom, I have Zoe's room, and over here she has a little trunk that functions as her nightstand, and inside the trunk I keep some of her clothes. So she has her glasses, some tea, a light, she has her bunny slippers, her cool extra special shoes. This is from our generation, along with most of the accessories on top here, like her laptop and little tray. Zoe has kind of a wall of posters going on, and she has a bunch in the back as well, along with this little heart made of fake Polaroids and some real Polaroids. And then she has her chair over here in the corner from Goodwill, her little bag, she has her guitar, and then she just has this little box lid that I turned to make kind of like a shelf. Down here she has all of her makeup supplies, some headbands, and another purse. On top of here she has a clock, an Olaf, a tape recorder, and over here she has Julie's record set. This room is the patio, and like the classroom it is bigger than the other rooms. So over here we have a little lacy parasol, which isn't from American Girl, and then we have a cooler and a little flamingo lantern. We have a bucket hat on top of Lainey's hammock. We have this little yellow trash can, and then we have this little table that my grandmother made. On the table there's a birdhouse, potted flowers, sunscreen, and have some sunglasses. This lounge chair is really old from our generation, and on it there's just a little book, and then they have a little Paris bag right here. And then in the center there's a fireplace that my mom and I made, and it does light up, so there's a little fire. This is Caroline and Mia's room, and they have an old trundle bed from our generation. They have a ton of stuffed animals. This is all Mia's, and then that's all Caroline's. Their nightstand over here has a bunch of books, a gumball machine, of course a lamp, a picture frame. Then they have this shelf over here, and Caroline collects Iwako erasers, so they're all displayed right here. She has an old camera, a SeaWorld snow globe, and their pet unicorn, Charlie. Down on the floor they have their slippers and Caroline's dog, Coconut. Over here we have some ice skates. They have a little bag up here, a hook where they keep all their different bags. And then over here they have a soccer ball, and then this is just another little shelf where they keep a bunch of trinkets like little boxes and cameras and just stuff like that. A ton of random posters all along their wall, a lot of Doctor Who, and the Hunger Games because that's what they both like. And right in front of the laundry room, I just have this little table and I call it the jewelry station. I just keep all of my doll jewelry here and their necklaces and their headbands just over here. And then I keep all of their hair accessories in there and then their hairbrushes and the water bottles down there. This is the laundry room. It's mostly from our generation. So in front we have just this little ironing board and they're ironing a little karate shirt. Over here we have a little dryer rack that has some towels and there's a little bin under it. Back here I just have a coat rack where I keep most of my doll coats, hats, and scarves, and I also have their rain boots down there. And then I have the washer and dryer, and this is also from the Our Generation set. And that one I keep sleeping bags and that one I keep towels. Over here I just have the little whites and darks thing, and I just have some dresses I don't really use just displayed right there. And I have the ironing board here just so you guys can see the rest of it better, but I do keep it here when I'm not using it. And then I just have a laundry basket down there. So this is the living room, and over here we just have a fireplace and a flat screen TV, and they have their dog Meatloaf, and then they have a little coffee table. On the coffee table they have mail, gaming controllers, chocolate, tissue boxes, and some soup back there as well. This is the couch that I made myself. There's also a rug on the floor. And then they have a lamp back there. And then they have two matching white chairs, a little table in the middle. And they have a little shelf back there that has a bunch of DVDs and other goodies. And then they have a plant all the way back there as well. And that's the living room. Right above the living room is Molly's room. To start off over here, she has some hats and purses and a little basket full of My Little Ponies. Here's her shelf, and she has some more toys up there. Some My Little Pony blind bag figures, her Lala Loopsy playhouse. She has her dog Bennett in front. Back here she has a little trunk with a styling head, a bunch of board games, a little basket full of toys also. And then she has some shoes, her tap shoes and her bed shoes. She has her nightstand with a lamp and a crown on it, along with some of her toys. And then her bed is from American Girl, and it's the one that they released right before she retired. And she has a bunch of ponies and toys back here, along with a baby doll. On her wall she has a bunch of My Little Pony posters, including that giant big one back there. This is the loft area, but I actually consider this two rooms, Kanani and Lainey's room, and then the little actual loft area. And to get this high up, I do actually have to stand on a stool, especially to reach the top of this bed. I cannot reach it by myself, so that's just how big my dollhouse is. So over in the little loft area, it's definitely downsized since I got the big Murphy bed. But I just have these little AG boxes stacked on top of each other, and it's like a coffee table, so they have foosball and some food. And they have this big sectional couch that I made, and a little side table over here with a bunch of books, a bag, and some little toys on top. Now onto the big bed. If you guys have seen my American Girl doll haul video, you guys would know that I found the American Girl 3-in-1 Murphy bed at my local Goodwill for $8. And I'm still on the hunt for the proper bedding, but I really like the way that it's set up so far. So down in front I just have Kanani's bed, and I do sometimes put it up, but I'm moving it down right now. She has a Frozen lunchbox. On her bed she has a bunch of stuffed animals, and there's even a little shelf up here where she stores some extra toys. She has her slippers. And then there is even a little shelf back here, but because of the wall, I am able to remove the wall so you guys can get a better look, but I don't really have anything back there right now, as you can see. So I can remove my wall so my dolls can get in there, but yeah, it's kind of difficult. Then I have my surfboard. I have a bunch of posters over here. And then on this side, I have some of Kanani's things. And then they have like a little cabinet area in here. So it's like a little, I made it like a little desk instead of a vanity. Way high on top is Lainey's bed. I'm trying to find like a ladder or something, but I just haven't found one yet. Because the bed doesn't reach as far, down here she has her little leather-bound notebook, a lantern, and some letters. And then her bed is made out of pillow sheets, or pillow cases. And then she has some pillows, stuffed animals, her laptop. Moving on down below into Sage's and Abigail's room. They have a little easel back here that says it's their room. Back here they have a bunch of little toys. Sage collects rubber ducks and Abigail loves pigs, so they have their collections back here, along with a little shelf and a window. Then this is Abigail's dog, Lucky. Nope, not Caroline. And then they have a rug down here with their slippers. This is the bunk bed with the trundle that was upstairs. Down here, I just keep some extra things like their Sage's cowgirl hat. Then I'm going to remove the ladder. This is Sage's bed. Just has some stuffed animals and things. And then Abigail's bed is actually on at the top, and she just has a pig. Because it's so high up, I haven't really decorated it. And then they have their nightstand right here and a lamp. They kind of have a blue theme going. And then just a bunch of little toys, and then they have some purses up there as well. The last room in the main dollhouse is the kitchen. And the kitchen starts off with the giant Our Generation set back there. They just have a bunch of food, of course, over there. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but they have some Coke cans, cereal, pizza boxes, towel, dirty dishes, you know, typical kitchen. And then over here, they just have a little picnic basket with a My Little Pony lunchbox on the top. Back there, they have just kind of like a little kitchen countertop surface area. They have some cookies in a glass tray and a bird cage. They have a calendar over here that will never change its date. It will always be August. Then they have chocolate chip. They have a little bag down there. And then this was made by my grandmother. It's a countertop and it's entirely hollow, so I store all my extra food items in there. But on top there's cupcakes. There's a giant cake stand. There's donuts, cups, there's just everything over here. Separate from my dollhouse, I just have all my dolls here and the entrance to my closet, which I will do in a separate video. But over here I just have some of their clothes, and I have long shirts and socks in that little red bin down there. And then I have shorts and pants up here. This is the sewing studio, and it was made by me, and that's a Journey Girls trunk that I made it out of, and it was inspired by Isabel's Sewing Studio. So over here they have a chair, a working sewing machine. They have some supplies over here. Then in the back they have a knitting basket, a little box full of thread, a bunch of cool little things. And over here they have a bunch of fabric swatches, another sewing machine, and then down in these two drawers I store Connor's clothes. And they have a little shopping bag. Back here is the stable, and I keep all of the doll pet stuff back there. Basically the stable just holds a bunch of the horse things. I'm just going to give you guys a quick little look at it. But there it is basically. So I just have some dog stuff on this side, I have some horse food, and a bunch of little accessories, and the majority of the accessories are from Our Generation. Back here I just have my doll closets and a little chair, but this is just where I store all my doll clothes, and I'm doing a totally separate video on how I store all of these clothes. It's going to be really in-depth, so I don't want to go into that because that's just kind of boring to show you the closets. But on top of them I have my shoe organizers, and I have 4. And these are from Our Generation. I just take them when they're empty, and I have some little things on top as well. Okay guys, so that is it for my spring dollhouse tour. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I definitely had a lot of fun reorganizing all of my doll rooms, and I hope you guys like to see them. Also, I am doing in-depth tours of all the rooms, and they're going to be up on my channel. Hopefully all of them will be up before June 7th. That's my goal, because that's when summer starts. So that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions about the rooms, be sure to leave a comment and I'll try to get back to you guys. But then again, I'm also going to be doing in-depth room tours, so stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!